Let's face it, photography is extremely expensive. And if you're being serious about being a food photographer, then you're gonna have to invest in a few things. Now, the things that we're gonna talk about today are probably not the most expensive things you're ever gonna buy as a food photographer, but they are a starting point and they require some investment. So let's just look at what those things are. In case you're new to this channel, my name is Anya Burgar and I'm here to teach you some tips that will really improve your food photography. In case you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe so you don't miss my future videos. First thing that I always advise to any of my students, not just people who want to be professionals, is to get a tripod. A tripod will really improve the quality of your photos, and if you're really on a low budget, even the most cheaper tripods will do. But of course, if you're being serious, you're gonna have to invest in some serious, sturdy tripods that will last you years. I'm currently using a tripod from a company that's called Newer, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. It's a great tripod, especially for the bug, but it's starting to kind of fall apart, which I wasn't expecting so quickly. So I'm probably gonna move to some other brands like Manfrotto and get a really sturdy and just a tripod that will last me years, and it's really well built. With a better tripod, of course, you're getting more for your money because they're usually easier to handle. It's easy to set them up so they stand straight, they're not falling down or something. It just makes sense to invest in a good tripod. So the next thing I would advise you, if you're really being serious, is to get a good lens. The kit lens is of course great when you're just starting out. You don't need to buy anything, but when you're being serious and you're working with clients, you're gonna want to have some level of quality. And of course, with a better lens, you'll also get a better quality. For example, my favorite lens is a 100mm zoom lens. I use a Canon zoom lens because I'm on a Canon camera, but you can find similar lenses for other brands as well. From the cheaper point of view, I really like the 50mm 1.8 lens because it's really extremely cheap. It's probably the cheapest lens you can even find, and it creates a good quality if you're on a budget. Generally speaking, I would say that buying a great lens is much more important than upgrading your camera. Third thing you need to do is invest in your self-development. You can do this by a number of things. You could find a mentor, a course. There's a number of courses mentoring out there. There's lots of YouTube channels like mine teaching you about tips and tricks. But of course, if you're being serious, something more compact like a course or mentoring might be a better fit. By the way, I also offer one-on-one mentorings and sessions. If you're interested in something like that, I'll put a link in the description down below. But when I talk about self-development, it's not only investing in courses and mentorings, it's also about self-reflection and evaluating your own work to see how you can take what you've learned from that and project that to your future photos. And of course, practice. You need to practice as much as you can. Just take any hour of the day that you can practice and really focus on that. So you're not just mindlessly pressing the shutter button, but really take the time. If it's only half an hour, that's okay. Just be present and really think about what you're doing at that time. Okay, so the next thing you will probably have to invest at some point is some lights. If you're only shooting in natural light, chances are that once you'll be doing client work, you'll have projects that will last for hours, and there's no way that natural light will be the same throughout the day. So in this case, artificial light really comes in handy. Now, when you're first investing in an artificial light, you don't need to really get the best one there is. Just think about what you need for the projects that you do. For the work that I currently do, a speedlight is completely fine. I'm not using any very powerful studio strobe. But if I would have clients that have some specific visions, then probably I would have to invest in such a thing later on. But when you're just starting out, something as simple as a speedlight is okay. So these were just a few things you need to invest in if you're really wanting to make a career as a food photographer. I want to hear your thoughts. What things do you think you need as a food photographer? If you really want to get clients, you're gonna do client work, you're really being serious and you want to get paid, let me know in the comments. And of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, so you can see more videos in the future. And have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time.